Let's continue. So we are discussing about net force, right? And what is net force? Always remember, net force may you have to go for the vector addition, not anything else. Okay? Now if I take a simple case, ये example तो आपको पता होगा. If you have a body and if it's on the ground, suppose on the ground is smooth ground, कोई friction कुछ नहीं. There is 20 Newton force towards right, 10 Newton towards left. Then the net force in this case can obviously it is equal to 10 Newton towards right. Simple case. Okay. Now here you are automatically considering the direction. Okay. Without anyone telling you, you're automatically considering the direction which we already know. But now you might get this case where let's suppose you have a particle. On that particle there are these forces. Let's suppose I'm going this case. F1 force. I'll call it as sub force. ऊपर की तरफ मान पे जाएंगे. One is F1 bar. The other is F2 bar. And take the other force as this. F3 bar. Right. So what I'll do is I'll take three forces. Now they're acting on a particle. इसके ऊपर on a particle. Even if I say a body, you have to assume it as a particle for this chapter. Okay. Unless and until specified, इस chapter के लिए आप क्या करोगे? You consider them as forces and the body as a particle. So we have three forces acting in this way: F1 bar, F2 bar, and F3 bar. अच्छा ठीक है. All of them are on the same plane. ठीक है. All of them are on the same plane. ऐसे नहीं कि बाहर की तरफ है. All of them are on the same plane, X, Y plane. ठीक है. So let's suppose this angle here is I'll go with this 90 plus 135 degrees. Okay. Now all of them are on the same plane. Okay. मेरे लिए वो मुश्किल हो रहा है. I don't know what's happening to me, but it's looking to me as 3D. शायद देखे सो रहे होगा, but it's on a plane. Okay. दोनों के बीच में यहाँ पे F1 and F2 के बीच में 90 degrees. Automatically ये angle कितना हो जाएगा? That will also be equal to 135 degrees. So let's suppose I have to find out the net force on this particle. यहाँ बीच में एक particle. ठीक है? I have to find out the net force on that particle. अब net force क्या होगा? Obviously it's what now? It is a vector addition of these three forces. Now you already know how to proceed with vector addition, so it's basically nothing but vector properties. Okay. So force का addition मतलब आपको directly vectors मान के जाना पड़ेगा. Now the main thing here is यहाँ पे magnitude के बारे में तो कुछ बोला ही नहीं मैंने. I talked about angles here. What did I talk about magnitude? तो अभिराम zero कैसे हो गया? Range the magnitude, right? They can be of equal magnitude or different magnitudes. You do not know. It's not mentioned. Okay. So what we can do is, let's suppose I'll go with the case. Let's suppose all of them are of equal magnitude. सबके सब equal magnitude का है. Let this of 10 Newton, ये भी 10 Newton, ये भी 10 Newton. We are just going with an example, okay, direct example. Now we have to find out the net force. अब net force मतलब इन तीनों का vector addition. Now look at 1 and 2 first. What I'll do is I'll add 1 and 2 first. कर सकता हूँ मैं. I'll add 1 and 2 first, and then I'll add their sum with F3. Now the sum of F1 bar plus F2 bar, I'll just call it as R dash bar. R dash bar is equal to F1 bar plus F2 bar. वो कैसे होगा? Forget about F3. Forget about F3. And वो कैसे होगा? देखो. If I only consider F1 and F2. Now there are three forces. They are acting on the particle. कहाँ गया? The forces aren't acting on the particle. They are acting, right? बीच में एक particle है ना P. This shared circle जो भी, that is point P. Or particle P. On that particle there are the forces acting. वही कैसे है ना? The imagination is very important. Imagine things. ठीक है? Imagination will make physics interesting and it will make it easier also. So we have two forces here, F1 bar, and first going with two forces only. F1 bar and F2 bar, both of them are of basically the same magnitude, 10 Newton, right? So इन दोनों का resultant will make how much angle? वो बता दो. इन दोनों का जो resultant है, F1 and F2 का resultant, उसका जो angle made with F2, what will it be? Yeah, everyone, an answer from everyone. दोनों equal हो गया. दोनों equal मतलब इन दोनों का vector addition, vector sum, angle made by that with F2, how much will it be? Yeah, until now everyone have got it right. बाकी सब भी बोल दो. Getting this wrong इसका मतलब your vectors is not proper. Simple. इन दोनों का resultant will be something like this. What I am asking you is ये कितना होगा? That angle. Everyone, अभी तक ने सब सही बोला except for one. Except for one student, all of you are correct. Simple. It will be 45 degrees. All of you have got it right. 45 degrees. ये कैसे बोल रहा हूँ मैं? Directly 45 कैसे बोल दिया हमने? Simple. देखो दोनों forces equal है ना, 10 and 10. Obviously net force जो है दोनों के बीच में होगा. And exactly in between, angular bisector ही होगा because दोनों equal ही है ना, तो symmetry के हिसाब से दोनों के बीच में होना चाहिए. Obviously simple. और यहाँ पे वही one is along the y-axis, the other is along the x-axis. Tan theta जो होगा, it will be equal to the y component upon x component in this case, right? Which is again 10 upon 10. 1 हो जाएगा. Tan theta is 1 मतलब 45 degrees. ठीक है? Tan theta is 1 मतलब it is 45 degrees. ठीक है? And obviously ये वाला angle भी 45 ही होगा. Then अब resultant r dash का magnitude कितना होगा? How much will that be? 9 दोनों के बीच में angle 90 degrees, F1 and F2. So that's a very particular case, a simple case जो already आपको पता होना चाहिए. मतलब देख के ही आंसर बोलना चाहिए. Right, so इस केस में क्या होगा आंसर? Yeah, I think you're getting it right. Good. Yeah, so r dash will be equal directly to 10 root 2 Newton. जब angle 90 degrees होगा, वो root 2 आ जाएगा. कैसे? The formula is under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. तो theta तो दोनों के बीच में angle 90, तो cos 90 is 0. Under root of a square plus b square, 100 plus 100, so 200 आ जाएगा, which is again 10 root 2. Right, so if you apply this, you will get that. So whenever the angle is 90 degrees, then automatically क्या हो जाएगा? It will be equal to that magnitude into root 2. Particular cases, right? So resultant मिल गया, मैं angle मिल गया. अब देखो, it took me time to explain, but again, you are comfortable with vectors now, so directly देख के ही बोल सकते हैं ना. F1 and F2 का directly बोल दिया आपने, ठीक है? And then just a minute. Yeah. R dash is equal to 10 root. इन दोनों का मिल गया. अब क्या है? F1 F2 के साथ हमें एक और भी हमारे पास, which was F3. What is the angle made by F3 with F1? What did I call it as? 135 degrees. Now look at this. 135 and 45. दोनों का addition क्या होगा? 180. So are F3 and R dash in opposite directions? Yes or no? Are F3 and R dash in opposite directions? Yes. Right. अब इस case में if F3 and R dash in opposite direction, so if I have to only देखो, if I say it is net force equal to F1 bar plus F2 bar plus F3 bar. F1 bar plus F2 bar is R dash bar plus F3 bar. So इन दोनों का addition करना है, बस we just have to add R dash and F3, right? So both of them from the angle we can tell that they are along the same straight line but in opposite direction. R dash bar is 10 root 2. This is R dash bar. F3 bar जो है इसका magnitude जो है it is equal to 10 Newton. So what will the net force be in this case? Net force क्या होगा इस केस में? It will be equal to how much? 10 root 2 minus 1 in terms of magnitude. 10 of root 2 minus 1 Newton. Direction कैसे होगा? It will be along R dash bar because R dash is of the greater magnitude. Right, so from now on you have to be careful about this. It's a vector addition. Okay, it's a vector addition. So direction कुछ भी मिल सकता है. ऊपर ने right ऐसे in simple cases नहीं होगा. I mean, majority of cases will be simple. But keep in mind, okay, there is vector addition, so we have to always be very careful when it comes to vector addition. Okay, simple, right? Again, it's ultimately simple. Now, this same one, we can do it in a different way. So directly vector addition किया हमने. The other one is by making use of components which will make things easier in many cases. कौन सा जैसे? Again, I'll take the same one. ठीक है? ऊपर की तरफ y, इस तरफ x. ठीक है? 10 Newton, and this is also 10 Newton. Now, the angle made by the F3, this F3, right? Angle made by F3 with x-axis क्या होगा? This is 90, 135 degrees था, तो ये 45 degrees, yes? Angle made with x-axis will be 45 degrees, negative x-axis के साथ obviously, and negative y-axis के साथ भी angle कितना हो जाएगा? 45 degrees. So F3 का components क्या होगा? We'll have two components of F3. One is along x-axis, F3 का एक x-axis का component ऐसे होगा towards left along the negative x-axis, and F3 का y component कैसे होगा downwards along the negative y-axis. मुझे बताओ x component का value कितना होगा? F3 का x component का value. What will it be? Anyone? ये value कितना होगा? Okay, गलत है वो. Ronak is correct. Yeah, Sneha, solve it. Yeah, Anisha, correct. Sign, Anisha. Sneha, look at sign. Yeah, Jaysharan, correct. Always now correct. Siddharth, correct. And it will be equal to what? F3, basically minus F3 cos 45 degrees. Minus because it is in the negative x direction. So minus 10 into 1 by root 2 minus 10 by root 2. This minus 5 root 2. Right? It will be equal to what? Minus 5 root 2. Similarly, F3y भी क्या होगा? Minus 5 root 2. So now, what you can do is you can only take the forces in terms of components. अच्छा, मुझे बताओ for F1 जो it is along y-axis. For F1, what is x component? F1 के लिए x component क्या होगा? Everyone, F1 के लिए x component क्या होगा? By now it should be simple enough for you. तो नींद में भी बोलना चाहिए आपको. क्या होगा? 0, because F1 is along y-axis, right? Where x component will be 0 and F2 का y component is 0, right? अच्छा, मुझे नींद में मतलब एक चीज याद आया. There was one friend of mine. Basically इतना पढ़ता था या इतना डरता था, पता नहीं क्या था उसके साथ. That even in sleep he used to revise formulae. मतलब वो होता है ना कि नींद में बात करते हैं लोग कुछ. He revise formulae even in sleep. Like one funny thing, but मतलब इतना पागल था उस time पे. I was really that stressed him out. So do not think that कि आपके साथ ही ऐसा होगा. It happens with everyone. Just have to learn to deal with stress. Okay. ठीक है. That's something else. ऐसे याद आ गया तो बोल रहा हूँ मैं. You should basically recite formula in sleep. सोचो. Okay. And so minus 5 root 2 Newton we got it. Okay. So if I take only the components, you can always take only the components, right? F1 was only along y-axis, F2 only along x-axis, and this is 10 Newton F1 ka, this is 10 Newton F2 ka. Then the other one is what towards left, which is 5 root 2 in terms of magnitude. The other is downwards, which is again 5 root 2 in terms of magnitude. अब देखने के लिए आसान लग रहा है ना? Why it's easier, right? If you take it in terms of x and y component, it becomes easier. Right now, अब क्या हो जाएगा? The net y component क्या हो जाएगा? Net y component. Net y along the y-axis, net force क्या होगा? Forget about the x-axis. You can always go for x-axis and y-axis separately, right? So, along the y-axis, net force क्या होगा? बता दो. Along the y-axis, net force क्या होगा? Right, you can simplify and tell, or normally also बता देना क्या होगा? It will be in the upward direction, and it is 10 minus 5 root 2. Right? यही होगा ना? And towards x-axis में क्या होगा? वो भी कितना हो जाएगा? 10 minus 5 root 2. ठीक है? समझ में आ रहा है ना? So we got the x component and the y component. दोनों equal लेके देखो. 10 minus 5 root 2, 10 minus 5 root 2. If both of them are equal, दोनों का जो net component है वो भी इसी direction में होगा, making an angle 45 degrees, right? And the net force. Now, if you remember, हमें the other way when we are doing it vectorially, तब भी हमें कैसे मिला? We got the net force along r dash bar, and r dash bar was making 45 degrees with the horizontal direction towards right. वही मिलाना है इस केस में भी हमें, डायरेक्शन तो भी वही मिला. You can verify for the magnitude also, of course same ही मिलेगा. Magnitude के लिए क्या होगा? It will be net force का यहाँ पे magnitude क्या होगा? 10 minus 5 root 2 into root 2. बस वही है ना? Into root 2 आ जाएगा because both of them are equal and दोनों के बीच में angle 90 degrees. So into root 2 आ जाएगा, जैसे उस केस में 10 root 2 आया, यहाँ पे 10 के प्लेस में यहाँ 10 minus 5 root 2. Right, net force का magnitude ये हो जाएगा. Multiply and see what will I get. 10 root 2 minus 5 root 2 into root 2, which is 5 into 2, 10, which is 10 of root 2 minus 1. Right? So you can always go with this. You can go with any method. जैसे आपको ठीक लगेगा वैसे कर लेना. In some cases, the first method will be easy. For those of you who are imaginative, तो imagine कर सकते हैं चीज़ों को. The first method will be easy for 3 forces. But again, if it is multiple forces, then x and y component method काफी आसान हो जाएगा. Because you not be worried with things and all. X and y component will be easier. My advice is go with the x and y component. Okay, make that general method. Okay, so that things will become much more clearer to you. Okay, समझ में आया ना? So ultimately, it's nothing but vectors. Ultimately, vector net force मतलब it is vector addition. Okay, so obviously, if it is simple vector addition, I can always go with this, that net force, which is equal to F1 bar plus F2 bar plus so on. I can say that net force का x component जो है, it is sum of the x component of all the forces. Net force का y component जो है, it is sum of the y component of all the forces. And the z component is what? Sum of all the four z components. Simple. आपको जैसे x component, y component and z component ये तीनों मिल जाएगा आपको. Yes, एक ही तो बात है ना ultimately. Clear? Yeah. So it's simple vector addition जो already आपको पता होगा. ठीक है? Net force is this. ठीक है. So Newton's second law हमने कर लिया. You already know what Newton's second law is, but ये condition important है. That we can always make use of F is equal to ma, but only when mass is constant. And force क्या है वहाँ पे? Force will be net force on the particle. M will mean mass of the particle and A will mean acceleration of the particle. Momentum क्या है वो भी पता है आपको, right? ठीक है. Now comes वैसे ही जैसे in force हो गया. Sometimes they also have average force. Okay? अगर कभी आ गया average force. Average force का मतलब ये हो जाएगा, it is delta p bar upon delta t. It's same as average acceleration, similar to that. Average acceleration क्या होगा? Delta v bar upon delta t. The same way average force will be this. That is for finite time intervals. We call it as average force. ठीक है? And when mass is constant, average force क्या हो जाएगा? If mass is constant, it will be equal to mass into average acceleration. ठीक है? Simple. So if at all if you come across average force, there will be questions based on average force also. Think of them as this. ठीक है? जब भी आएगा तो ये करना होगा. Do not go for additional forces. Don't do that. Ultimately same ही मिलेगा, but there will be different type of forces and all. So you might go wrong. So average force मतलब आपको ये करना होगा. This is what you have to do. Clear? Yes. समझ में आ रहा है ना? See, अभी बोल रहा हूँ कि आप any doubt with any part, you have to get it clear then and there itself. Always remember. ठीक है? Do not postpone your doubts. Do not post. अगर कोई मान लेना कोई टॉपिक आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, do not let go of the topic. Do not postpone the topic. Put in your efforts. Get it cleared that day itself. Videos एक लो वापस. Right? कोई भी doubt है तो post करना, but get it cleared that day itself. Okay? As soon as possible, get it cleared. Do not keep that topic pending. ठीक है? Then, अच्छा, if you are discussing this, वापस एक बार बता देता हूँ. ओएस हमें मास कांस्टेंट मान लिया, एवरेज फोर्स में मास कांस्टेंट मान लिया. ठीक है? देयर इज अनदर पर्टिकुलर केस. ओके, ये हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया, बट आई अगेन टेल इट टू यू. व्हेन द फोर्सेस आर ऑफ इक्वल मैग्नीट्यूड, ओके, एंड when the angle between them is equal, ठीक है, यानी इक्वल मतलब इस केस में 120 डिग्रीज 120 डिग्रीज 120 डिग्रीज. Only in that case what will happen? Net force will become equal to 0. If angle is not, if the angles are not equal, then the net force won't be equal to 0. जैसे उस केस में, the last case, the forces were equal in terms of magnitudes but not in terms of direction. ठीक है? In terms of angles, or the angles between them were not equal, so that's why it was not 0. ठीक है? I'm saying this for example 3 force के लिए, or you can take any number of forces having equal angles between them. और if I say 4 forces, the 4 forces मतलब इन सबके बीच में एंगल कितना होना चाहिए? 90, and all of them should be of equal magnitude. Even if one is not of equal magnitude, जैसे इस केस में यहाँ पे 9 न्यूटन लिया मैंने, बाकी सब 10 न्यूटन. नेट फोर्स क्या होगा इस केस में बता दो? नेट फोर्स क्या होगा? Actually looking at it you can tell. नेट फोर्स क्या होगा? Net force will be equal to 1 Newton. Okay, ये दोनों cancel हो जाएगा. 10 और 9 का लेना होगा आपको. 10 minus 9 is 1. Simple. ठीक है? Simple, right? So that's where your imagination kicks in. Okay, मतलब you're basically देख के बोलना. मतलब there will be some cases where you can directly look and tell. Okay. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया ना? So equal forces मतलब basically forces of equal magnitude and having equal angles between them. In that case, net force will be 0. ठीक है? Yeah. And एक और भी काम कर लेना. Make a habit out of this. A separate synopsis book या revision booklet ऐसे maintain कर लेना. ठीक है? In which for every chapter you will be writing down only the important points. जिसको बस आपको revise करना होगा. ठीक है? Formulae. Not only formula, okay? There will be some important points also. तो आपको लिखना होगा. जैसे इस केस में ये वाला point हो गया. Equal force and all. Obviously, it's not a formula in particular. And if you start from practicing problems at a point of time, वो तो आपको लगेगा ये तो obvious है. But लिख लेना सारे points, okay? So that you will have everything in a particular place. एक ही book में होगा, from which you can revise this. ठीक है? And then comes Newton's third law. Third law क्या होगा? What does third law mean? Third law means obviously for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. You know that statement. But let me write down the points again here. Action and reaction are forces. These are very some important points जो आपको already पता होगा. But again I'm telling you, okay? So, and they act on two different bodies. Which can be in contact or which need not be in contact. Okay? Which need not be in contact. मतलब देखो, I'll give a simple example. जैसे मान लेना, if I'm not exactly standing on the ground, okay, I'm just sitting in my room. मतलब एक earth के ऊपर तो directly नहीं हूँ मैं, I'm in a building and I'm in the first floor, okay. So on me, the earth is exerting a force. I'm not in direct contact with earth, with the ground, but obviously the ground will exert or the earth will exert a force on me, gravitational force. अगर ये मैं हूँ, if this is me, on me there is gravitational force, mg. ठीक है? Who will exert this? Earth. ठीक है? This is force on me by earth. मुझे बताओ, if this is action, reaction क्या होगा? Let's suppose मेरा force by earth. Let's suppose that force is how much? 150 Newton मान लो. Let's suppose the force is around 150 Newton. Okay. So on me the earth is exerting a force, and I'll call that as action. An example sake. So what will the reaction be? And again repeat. मान लेना कि मैं हवा में हूँ. Assume that I am flying. Assume. Okay. It's difficult to assume that I am flying. Okay. मान लो, I am flying. Then obviously Earth will exert a force on me. Okay, किस तरफ होगा? Gravitational force will be downwards. So on me there will be a force by Earth, which I am calling it as action. For example's sake, I am calling it as action. Okay, I am calling it as action. And let's suppose that force by earth on me is around 750 Newton. ठीक है? अब ये तो एक्शन हो गया. Reaction जो force है, what will it be? Who will exert that reaction force? Who will exert reaction force? पहले वो बताओ मुझे. This action, who will exert reaction force, and on whom will that reaction force be exerted? वो बता दो. Let's see how good you are with Newton's third law. Yeah. Who will exert reaction, and on whom will it be exerted? On which body? Let's see. I think until now the answers are correct. करिश्मा, M का मतलब क्या होगा? Reaction का पूछ रहा हूँ. Anisha, reaction. Yeah, where is correct? Come, Karishma, correct. बाकी भी बोल देना. I'm not asking what type of force it is. I'm just asking you who will exert that force, who will exert reaction, or which body will exert reaction, and on which body. That's the question. Okay. Force on me by earth, that I have called as action. In terms of magnitude, I have taken it as 750 Newton. Then, अब reaction क्या होगा? Reaction will be force on earth by me. That will also be equal to 750 Newton. समझ में आ रहा है ना? That's Newton's third law. And आपने ये भी पढ़ लिया होगा gravitational force में between any two bodies gravitational force will act. So which force am I exerting on Earth? I am exerting gravitational force itself. This is also basically gravitational force. Okay? And again repeat things. On me, there is a force on me by Earth, which is obviously gravitational force. If I call that as action, then force on Earth by me, that also will be gravitational force. वो क्या होगा? Reaction हो जाएगा. Both of them will be of equal magnitude but opposite in direction. जैसे मेरे ऊपर नीचे की तरफ है, Earth के ऊपर ऊपर की तरफ होगा. Right? Simple, right? So with this example should be clear enough. That action and reaction are two forces, two equal forces acting in opposite directions, acting on two different bodies. Okay? Obviously, they act simultaneously. दोनों साथ में act करें. ठीक है? Clear, right? समझ में आया ना सबको? बाकी कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स क्या है, नॉन कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स क्या, आपको तो पता ही होगा. सिंपल पार्ट. So that's Newton's third law. Simple. Clear, right? Yeah. Just a minute. Now, there is something called as FBD. Short form. It refers to free body diagram. मतलब क्या होगा? It shows all the forces acting on the body. All the forces acting on the body. ठीक है? अभी के लिए बस याद रखना FBD का मतलब क्या? It shows all the forces acting on a body. Example. Let's suppose there is someone standing on the ground. So on that someone, what are the forces acting now? क्या क्या force होगा? On that someone, what are the forces acting? Do you know what normal reaction is, everyone? पता है क्या? Did you learn about that in school? School मतलब until class 10. Then class 10, have you learned about normal reaction? Yes or no? Azhar, again repeat. Yes, there is someone standing on the ground. And suppose there is a lady standing on the ground or a girl, okay? Because there is a girl standing on the ground. A girl is standing on the ground. Yeah. Is my voice audible now? Like, is it clear or is it still breaking? Is the voice clear?